I wonder if you've ever heard of, oh, hello, by the way. I wonder if you've ever heard of men's sheds.
Bring your heart, bring your dreams. It's time for Southwold Scribblings.
I just want to mention it because I went to an opening of a men's shed in Southwold recently. And if you have heard, you know that they are places where particularly men, although women can go as well, can gather, talk to each other, become less isolated, and it's good for their general health, as we all know probably, to talk to other people. So it gives them better health, they connect to people, and they have somewhere to go, and they're usually full of tools, so they can make something if they want to or not, or just go and have a cup of tea with everybody. And apparently I looked online and there's over 1,000 men's sheds in this country, and you have to get planning permission, all that sort of stuff, but they have something like 33,000 men visiting a men's shed each week, which I think is incredible. And it got me thinking, don't forget, women can go as well. So have a look where your nearest men's shed is and go, because it will help you if you're feeling isolated or lost, or you want to talk to somebody about something. There will always be people to listen. And it got me thinking about certain things. It got me thinking about how difficult it might be to talk to people generally. And why should we bother? And I do talk to people quite a lot. I spoke to lots of people about this, and some people were just happy to people watch, and that's okay as well. But for me, I just like to just talk to people. And you might think, well, why do you bother? And it might be just being kind, having an act of kindness, or and some people, maybe you have no idea until you start a sort of brief conversation with them, that they may not have spoken to anybody all day, and the chances are that they're on their own. It may be in a cafe, and I feel a lot better for doing it, to be honest. And so I was thinking about how you would, if you really wanted to, and you got past that stage of why am I bothering, how you would go ahead to start off a very brief conversation with someone, even if they're not lonely. Everybody responds to certain things, and if you can just smile at them, firstly, that's a start. I always find that if they have a dog, this is the truth, you probably may know this, dogs are great animals to create an opportunity for two people to talk about that dog. So I always, if I can, talk about the dog. So I say things like, they seem superficial, but for me, it's a way into the conversation. And I say, okay, what a great dog. And you know me, I don't particularly like dogs. I prefer cats, but I don't see any of those in any cafes. Well, not in Southwold. And so I say, oh, wow, what a lovely dog. And then you say, what's its name? And then you call its name, it responds to you. And the person who is with the dog is also connecting with you via their animal. And so that's how it starts. So again, you could just smile, or maybe just I say something like, and this, I'm not suggesting you will be comfortable with this, but maybe you could just think about it a little, perhaps, and see if it's possible for you. Or you may be already talking like this with people that you don't know them. They're not in your circle of friends and family. And again, once you've got over that, you find that it gets easier. And for me, I really, really feel that I'm giving a kindness, and then they give a kindness back, and that's how it moves along. And so also I always say to people, whether they like it or not, I say to people just briefly on the way in and out of a cafe, oh my goodness, that's a lovely thing you're wearing, or I like your hat, or that's a pretty scarf. and superficial things like that. But it really, and I mean it, actually, I do mean it. And it makes a big impact and everybody feels better for it. So let me know what you think about men's shed and also how to communicate with people that you find you're comfortable with. And finally, I'd just like to, I've got to mention thanks to Helen and Philip. They told me to say that. All right. But finally, look this, hang on. I'll just end with this. This has been Janet Gershwin with Southwold Scribblings. Take care.
She's got laughter, she's got tears. Janet Gershwin from the years. Bring your heart, bring your dreams, 'cause it's Southwold Scribblings. Oh yeah.